watching another edition of Inside Indiana Softball. Will Chukerman and Coach Gardner, and we're sitting here, Big Ten tournament, just a couple days away. Unbelievable how fast the season's gone.
It is very hard to believe, and we've just been through so many things, and it's been a long season, while it still just seems like we started yesterday.
I've only been with you guys since I think the third road trip of the season, but for you, having coached now for 6 seasons, I'm sure this has kind of felt like normal length, but for me it just has flown by.
and it absolutely does. I mean, sometimes it goes faster than you think, and I probably every year it seems like it goes faster and faster and faster, so I'm excited.
So let's talk about last week against Nebraska. You guys get swept, but this is another weekend where we look at it and we say, for the first 2 games of the series, you really fought against a Nebraska team who had come in the prior week on an 11-game win streak, outscoring opponents by a crazy amount of runs, and you hold them to 3 runs each of the first 2 games, which was really impressive, and a sign that the pitching staff is still playing at a really high level.
Well, I felt like the pitching staff, our defense, I mean, I think for the last month we've gotten better in both those categories. We've actually gotten better in all 3 categories, but I liked seeing that against the number 19 team in the country. I thought we really put together some solid softball throughout the whole weekend, even going into Sunday, and we obviously gave up way too many runs, but I felt like we competed all weekend long, and we've competed each weekend better and better and better, and I hope it's time that we put everything together going into the Big Ten tournament.
And it's not like other teams in the country and in the Big Ten schedule haven't put up runs against Nebraska, because they haven't. When you face Emily Lockman and Tatum Edwards on back-to-back days, 2 of the best pitchers in the Big Ten, and Tatum Edwards one of the best in the country, that's going to happen to you, but you were able to limit an offense. Like I said, that in the month of April was averaging 8 runs a game.
Oh yes, our pitching staff did a great job both Friday and Saturday, and Sunday I don't know if it just caught up to us or but it was again 1 pitch or 2 pitches that hurt us, but I really felt good about our performance all weekend.
And on Sunday, like you said, just 1 pitch, a grand slam, really kind of broke the game open for Nebraska. But also on Sunday, it's something that we talked about last week as you guys got better against a pitcher from Friday to Sunday. Tatum Edwards pitched the day before, and she comes back the next day. You guys get 3 runs off her. You make her work a lot harder than she had to on Saturday. She had to throw more pitches. She walked a couple more hitters. A testament to the hitters kind of taking full advantage of seeing a pitcher for 2 straight days.
Absolutely. I thought we competed well, and like I said, and I've said this all season, that our record isn't an indication of what this team is, but if you've watched this team play in the last month, last 2 months, you have seen the growth that's happened from, the start to the finish, and that's what I'm excited about, is the direction of the program. Record, like I said, not an indication, but we have done some really good things, and I'm excited about, our opportunities this weekend.
And you touched on it briefly, but the defense the past month of the season, and specifically the left side, Shelby Gogri makes another couple spectacular plays. Bree makes everything that gets hit to her. It's unbelievable what they're able to do, and really know that any ball that's hit to them, it's going to be fielded cleanly.
For the most part, absolutely. And they've made plays that, I'm sure have coaches on the other side of the field scratching their heads. Shelby's diving catch this weekend with a tag out to double off a runner at third. Unbelievable. I mean, so really, we've had some very good things happen.
And now let's talk about this weekend. It's going to be the Big Ten tournament. In your coaching, do you coach any differently postseason play as opposed to regular season?
No, because this isn't a time to tighten up and try to, we need to go be who we are.
Yeah.
And yes, we still need to have some timely hits. Like I said, I like where we are. I like our draw. We go play a Purdue team that we actually took a game from at Purdue, which was good. And so, we started off, and at this point it's 1 game at a time, because we're living for 1 game right now. It's 1 and done.
Exactly.
So,
and you mentioned Purdue. They've had really a kind of an up and down season. You look at some of the teams they've lost to and you scratch your head, but then you say they took a game from Michigan. They've taken another game against ranked opponents as well. But you did, and the team took a game on that Sunday afternoon against a really good pitcher in Lily Fecho, who they saw earlier in that week, and you're likely going to see again on Thursday.
Absolutely. I don't think there's any question about seeing her. It's just a matter of us going to the plate and staying disciplined, getting a pitch that we can drive, not trying to do too much, and really hitting the ball where it's pitched. I think we come out and do the things that we're capable of, and we can be successful. And then we'll move on to the next game. But right now, I want to win that first game.
Yeah, you guys did win on Sunday, and we've talked about it at length over the course of the season, but on Friday and Saturday, it was one pitch.
Mhm.
It was a grand slam and a 3-run homer
Mhm.
on Friday and Saturday respectively,
Mhm.
and that was the difference in the game. So it was,
Yes.
and Purdue was probably playing arguably their best softball of the season when you guys went into West Lafayette,
Yes,
and the battle against them was a huge testament to where you guys were at that time.
absolutely. And I think we've continued to battle every weekend. I mean, you can look at our games at Northwestern. We battled. Yes, we didn't come out with a win, but minus Friday, we played extremely well on Saturday and Sunday. Against Iowa, we lost a 1-0 ball game. Then we
Lost a 3-2 game.
We lost a 3-2 game, but we beat them 9-0. I mean, or 9-1. So we've had those just glimpses. We beat Louisville, which is the first time we've ever done that. We split with a Ball State team that's
Top
very
20
good.
offensively in the
I
country.
mean, so we've really done some great things. Now it's just time to put it all together. Everything else is done. Put it together and leave it on the field.
And Purdue being on the road, Nebraska being on the road as well, and Northwestern on the road as well against some highly touted teams in the Big Ten. Does it say anything about the team that they can rise to the occasion in a road game and going into, it's going to be a neutral environment at
Right.
Northwestern against Purdue, but
Right.
you're traveling and it's going to be a road game technically speaking.
Absolutely. And the bottom line is we got to come out and play. And I challenge these kids. We go into practice today. That's what we're focusing on. What we have to do to score runs. And I think the pitching staff's in a good place right now. We need to keep the ball in the park, and good things will happen.
Coach, best of luck this weekend.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks for watching another Inside Indiana Softball episode.